Hi, I'm Stephen Fleener with Silas Education and the Visual Non-Glossary, and I want to show you how to use a new template QSSSA slide in order to facilitate structured conversations. At the visualnonglossary.com, in the Resources tab, there is a page called Free Resources, and there's a lot of great resources on this page, but I specifically want to point out the QSSSA template slide. I'm going to download this PowerPoint, and I'm going to show you what it looks like to set up a structured conversation using this template. Here's the PowerPoint right here. It's just a single slide. There's a script in the notes if you want to use a script. But let me first show you what it looks like to set up this structured conversation. So I'm going to go to visualonglossary.com. I'm going to find a word that I particularly like that I want my students to be able to acquire by the end of the year or by the end of the lesson. Let's say that word is census. So I'm simply going to click on the thumbnail. I can either copy this image or I can drag it over. I'll just go ahead and copy it, come back to my QSSSA template, and I will paste it. And it'll paste right in the middle of the slide. So I'm just going to move it over to the right. What you'll notice is that it should completely cover up this white box that says visual goes here. So now all I have to do is finish setting up the structured conversation. I'm going to have a question and a sentence stem. And of course, on the Visual Non-Glossary, there's always 3 questions: an observational question, a relational question, or an inferential question. I'm going to go ahead and choose the observational question. So I'm just going to copy this text, come back over here, and paste it in its place. I can always edit this any way I want. I'll do this again with the sentence stem and paste it right here for the sentence stem. And now, in order to set up this structured conversation, all I have to do is choose my signal, share, and my assess. So I'm going to say that I want the signal to be for all students to raise their hands and to lower it when they're ready. And I want my students to not share with their table groups. I want them to be able to share with their elbow partners. And the student that goes first in that group is going to be the student with the brightest shirt. And finally, I'm going to decide to randomly call on a couple of students. So now I have the QSSSA set up, and I've got this script right here. And I can follow this script. If you're doing it for the first time, I really recommend following the script. But if not, you can just facilitate this QSSSA in whatever way you're most comfortable. But if I were to follow this script, I would say, class, let's first pronounce this word out loud, census, and I'd have all the students say census. Then I'd say, can everyone, and I'd look at the icon here, and this is raise a hand. Think about this question, and when you're ready to answer this question, and then I'd say lower your hand. So think about this question, what is the census? When you're ready to answer this question, lower your hand. And then I'm going to instruct them, you're going to share with your elbow partner or shoulder partner, however you like to call it. The person in your group that is going to go first is the person who has the brightest colored shirt on. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that. And then I'll have my students share in their small groups. That might take 30 seconds. It might take a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to announce to the class, I'm going to randomly call on a couple of students. And my strong recommendation is to always say, it's okay if you say what you said or what your partner said, as long as you're using the word census in a complete sentence. So there you go. You can download this. You can make as many copies as you want. You can upload it to your Google Drive, and you can have as many slides as you want on Google Slides. And good luck.